60 a.m. KBDT proudly presents Life Solutions, coaching, counseling, naturopathic medicine, insights for successful living, and getting better with Ann Beal.
Welcome. We are in Texas. I have a beautiful woman with me today. We are talking about empowering women. Tawana Bay Hayward is an incredible woman, an incredible entrepreneur, and I've had her on before.
Yes.
And so we are going to just delve into this topic today to really help you in business. And so we want to help you take your business to the next level. To the next level. What does that mean? That means, do you want to start a business? If you want to start it and you don't know how, Tawana is going to help you know how, and she has a whole program for that. How to start your business, take it to the next level. It's very confusing. And a lot of women don't know to get help, get mentorship, get guidance so that they can take care of all the things that Tawana calls first things first in business. So many women go into business, don't they, Tawana?
Yes, they do.
And
Yes,
they just don't know to take care of all these important things to maximize their profits and to take care of some of the legal stuff as well.
Absolutely.
And they jump in and they do wonderful, but the sad thing is they don't end up with a lot of money and a lot of profits. Well, Tawana has taken her business to a multi-million-dollar level. And so she worked with me at Perot. She worked with Ross Perot as well when I worked with Ross Perot. And so I didn't actually know you at the time. And so she is such a dynamic woman, as most of the people that worked at EDS and Pro Systems are. And Ross Perot just had such an incredible business ethic and work ethic and personal life ethic of excellence, which is Chad Henning, who was just on the show Alliance for the Brave. He has a book, Attaining Excellence, and that's what it's all about. And Tawana has some books out, and so thank you for being on, Tawana.
Oh, thank you for having me here again, Ann. I enjoyed being with you last time and couldn't wait to get back and be with you again. And of course, we are talking about one of the most incredible things that I enjoy talking about and I enjoy helping people with. And so I'm excited to be here and dive into this.
You know, I love having what I consider exceptional people on that'll help us get better as human beings, you know, help us get better, help us be better. Everybody wants to be better. And one of the things we said at the beginning of the year is, on this New Year's, we want you by next New Year's or next New Year's Eve to be realizing, wow, look what I've done in a year. Look where I've come. Exactly. And so what we want you to think about is New Year's Eve coming up in December, which is quite a ways away right now. I want you to be proud of yourself and be able to look at, I've done this, now I want to do that. Right. And so we just want to help you. So many things about starting a business can be confusing. And if you're a woman out there starting a business, or you just need guidance for success to take you to the next level in your business because you've already started it, that's another thing that Tawana does.
Absolutely. You know, first of all, I want to say to any of the men who are listening, shout out to Robert Smith. I know you're listening, Robert, and an author, my dear friend author. I know there are so many things about being an entrepreneur and a woman entrepreneur, someone who wants to embark on this, what I call a journey of having what we call that side hustle. Because oftentimes you are working in a specific industry and you have ideas, you have a passion, you have dreams, you have things that you want to do in business for yourself, for your family, but you're not exactly sure, well, where do I begin? How do I start this? For many other people, maybe you're forced into this thing called entrepreneurship or collegepreneurship, because I know we've got some college students who they take that jump, they take that leap. And many times this happens because maybe you're laid off or the company shuts down or something happens. And I know for me, and that's how it began. I got on this road of entrepreneurship because after working for 5 years with Ross Perot at Perot Systems, they decided to sell the company to Dell. You may remember
Yes,
that.
I know.
And that was a big surprise. That was a big shock because, I'm of the baby boomer generation. And that's another thing about entrepreneurship. You got different generations, women who are millennials, women who are in what they call the XYZ generation.
Yeah, that's an interesting name.
It's very interesting. And you're forced into, oh my gosh, how am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to take care of my family? You've got single moms, single parents, and you're thinking, how do I do this? I've got a degree, or maybe you don't have a degree. I've got a skill. I have experience in a specific industry, and I want to do something that's going to afford me. We call it the 3 F's, and these F's are not bad. But it's the freedom. Is, okay, I want the freedom to be able to work from home, maybe work in my PJs. You want flexibility.
You want freedom to be home with your kids.
Exactly.
Or to be able to be there when your kids have a school function.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I knew this was something that I was thinking about because when I started back in 2006, my boys were still young. So I wanted that freedom. I wanted that flexibility to be able to attend the baseball games and to be able to work the hours that were best for me and my family. But then what about that financial security?
Yes. Very important.
It's very important because now you're putting into your hands these 3 things. And I'm going to tell you, I wish, in retrospect, when I look back and I look at that time, I did some key things that I learned from Ross Perot for the industry that I decided to start a business in, which was human resources and recruitment and staffing. And I did the market research, which tip for everyone that's listening. If you are wanting to start a business, launch a business, jump into a business or relaunch, you want to make sure that you research the market that you work in, this industry. But another tip, something that I didn't do, is you want to get some advice. You want to get input. You want to work with a coach or a consultant who can help you. Now, there are 3 professionals that I highly recommend that you work with. You want to work with a CPA, a certified public accountant. You want to work with the money people, the people who can help you. I'm not the best money person.
Because you have people, right? Like part of that is wherever you're weak is to get the people to help you.
Bingo. Absolutely. You really hit on something. It's important to make sure that you're working with trusted advisors that are experts in a specific area that you're not strong in, because you don't want to break any laws. You want your fundamentals in place. I know we were talking about this a little bit. I'm going to talk more about this, but a CPA, very important, because they're going to help you manage the money that you're going to make and set things up in place like a QuickBooks that maybe you're not the most skilled at, so that you can really focus on starting your business, launching your business, growing your business. The second professional, very important, is an attorney. An attorney, a lawyer. Now you might be thinking, and for those of you who are listening, many people call me Coach Tawana. So, so I'm always asked, well, Coach Tawana, I don't have the money for an attorney. Okay, but you can build relationships and you can ask some questions.
Yes, you can get advice.
You can get the advice.
And paying for an hour of time. Okay, that's the difference. And that's where they are not that bad for an hour of time. So you're probably not going to go talk to a $500 an hour attorney. And most attorneys are not that expensive. Right. So they may be $200 an hour or $160 an hour. Or let's say that they're a phenomenal lawyer and for business, especially in your area, like a real estate attorney or something like that. So let's say they're $300 an hour, but that 1 hour is amazing. And that's what I did. I went to start a counseling practice. I wanted to, not my sole proprietorship, but when I was going to bring on other counselors, I had these great ideas for a wellness clinic.
Yes.
I went to the top LPC attorney and asked his advice on what, because I'm a licensed professional counselor. So based on my ethics and everything with an LPC, what's the best way to do that? And he made lots of suggestions, even for my business cards and my social media. And in 1 hour, I spent 1 hour with him, and it was $300. And I'm telling you, to this day, it's some of the best money spent to get that. First things first, up front. There was so much I didn't know. I mean, I knew how to counsel and I knew how to bring on people and stuff, but I didn't know the important things of really starting a business so I can maximize my profit.
Absolutely. And this is why it's very important to have these two professionals that we're talking about here. You want the CPA, you want to talk with an attorney, because they're going to be able to open your eyes and your mind to things that you're not thinking about. Because say you're opening and you want to get started in doing hair, cosmetology, or barbershop, or say you want to expand your real estate.
Or you just want to start an Etsy page for your art or your knitting, or because a lot of people will do that. And they have no idea the way to maximize profits, right?
Exactly.
And an attorney will go, oh, you need to think about this. You need to think about that. You need to think about, it's so helpful.
Absolutely. And then finally, you want to talk with a coach. When I started my business in 2006, things took off rapidly. I mean, they exploded pretty quickly. And they exploded and they went fast because I had an expertise in human resources and staffing. I'm also a technical writer. So bidding on contracts, that was my thing. And I immediately started asking questions, and I started realizing that there was a lot of business in Texas and even outside of Texas, but I definitely was focused on Texas initially. But there was a lot of business, and I started bidding on contracts, and lo and behold, building relationships. Oh, that's another tip. Building relationships and working towards those resources. Two things. Resources and relationships are extremely key.
So how do you do that? Networking is definitely important. So I ran into Tawana again. Let's see, I ran into you at Eagle Spirit Water.
Yes.
Rocky Mountain High Brand. Because you were there helping them with their Native American.
Yes, they're a client of mine.
Certification.
Yes.
Yes. And we, oh my gosh, it was so exciting. It's been a long time since you were at Pro Systems. It's been a long time. And so it was like, oh my gosh. And it's amazing when I run into these people that works for Pro, because they're incredible. All of them.
Yes,
so
they
far,
are incredible people.
Incredibly successful and incredible people. And I know a lot of that. So I had a show with you originally on what we learned there. And so you can go back to that show if you want to hear all about Tawana and her great background. That was September 21st, I think.
Yes.
That show around there.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you can go back to Getting Better with Ann Beal, this Facebook page, and see the video, or go to the videos there. And you will learn all about her background. Now, today she is just going to help you get the resources, and she has actual material for this on her website. And you're going to get all that near the end. And so to walk you through all these things. So I know you're trying to write everything down, and that's great. But also, if you have questions and you want to call in, I want to give a shout out to Tanisha Gingrich from Craniums that's watching, and Robin Ellis Bartlett. Thank you for being here. And you guys just stay here. And when we get back, you're going to share more about detail specific what you need to do next. So stay right here.
Yes, I will.
New life. If you're over the age of 50 and considering buying an annuity in the next 60 days, I have some important news for you. Don't buy an annuity until you understand the pros and cons of annuities. A free book to help you maximize your retirement income from television host and three-time author Josh Melberg has been released. This book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms. Grab a pen right now because we are about to offer you this free book that unlocks the 5 little-known secrets we believe baby boomers and seniors should know before buying an annuity. Call 800-985-1813 now, and you'll receive a free copy of Josh Melberg's book, Next Gen Annuity Strategies Revealed. As a bonus, we'll also send you a copy of The #1 Mistakes Retirees Are Making with Their Investments Today, and a free DVD on how you can get up to 33% more income in retirement. Call 800-985-1813 now. Again, that's 800-985-1813. Employees of J.D. Melberg Financial have the appropriate licenses for the products they offer.
Now you can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go and pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
800-215-5141. 800-215-5141. That's 800-215-5141.
Attention all golfers and non-golfers. It is spring, and that means it is time to get your friends and family together for the 10th annual charity golf tournament hosted by the Allen Masonic Lodge and sponsored by WebTex. This year, the event is back at Topgolf in Allen on April the 13th from 9 a.m. to noon. Every player will get 3 hours of playing time, breakfast buffet, door prizes, and a goodie bag filled with awesome local discounts included in your registration. There will also be games for the kids to play and a great silent auction. The 10th annual Masonic Lodge golf event is open to the public with all the proceeds being raised, going to provide local college scholarships for graduating high school seniors and a portion supporting the Scottish Rite Hospital and Shriners Burn Hospital for children. Come out and support a great cause. Secure you or your team's spot today by going to the Allen Masonic Lodge website, allenlodge1435.org. That's allenlodge1435.org. All proceeds provide local college scholarships and a portion supporting the Scottish Rite Hospital and Shriners Burn Hospital for children. That's allenlodge1435.org.
Mommy, Jimmy flushed his car down the toilet, and now it's running over.
Call Cody & Sons Plumbing for life's unforeseen events. For 50 years, Cody has met the plumbing, heating, and air conditioning needs of businesses and homeowners across the Metroplex. Did you just turn on your furnace and did it go? Call Cody at 972-870-9444. Better yet, call them today for a pre-season checkup and cleaning to prevent those problems. Want to save money with a tankless water heater? Call Cody at 972-870-9444. From garbage disposal installation to full bath remodels, the experienced folks at Cody & Sons are your plumbing, heating, and air problem solvers. Ask the experts about their MVP programs and easy financing too. Call Cody at 972-870-9444. Go online to CodyandSons.com. That's CodyandSons.com. Or call today at 972-870-9444. Keep this number for gas leaks and other emergencies. 972-870-9444. Cody & Sons Plumbing.
I've got to admit, it's getting better. A little better all the time.
And now here's more Getting Better with Ann Beal on 1160 AM KBDT.
Welcome back. We were just talking on break about me getting to visit with Sebastian Gorka the other day. How incredible of a man he is, and have him on. Don't know who he is. He does have a show now. He was on Fox News and works with Trump. But it's just an incredible man, and it's just amazing having these people that you meet.
Yes.
As in networking.
Yes.
My husband was at the National Religious Broadcasters Convention in California, and he came up. He met him and started talking to him. So he was he said he'd love to come on the show. I was so excited.
Awesome.
He met so many incredible people. You always do when you're there, and I've met incredible people when I've been there, and so that's part of networking. And that's why it's important to go, because a lot of people will say, well, I don't want to go to something like that, or I don't want to go to a business convention for whatever they want to do because it's expensive. Now, I'm telling you, if you've investigated, I got to, fly out there for $150 round trip to LA, and split the hotel, with other people that were there. And so, which was normally $270. So we got it for like $135. I am telling you, if you work at it, you can find these discounts. Now, I've done it for a while, and everybody says I can pinch a penny as tight, so it screams, but, you want to do that because you meet people after people after people. And my husband went to Chad Henning's Bible study. He goes to that all the time, and he meets person after person after person. And that really impact his life and motivate him, and these godly men. And I meet godly women that motivate me and keep me on track. And you're one of them, Tawana.
Thank you.
And so that is
part
of, you meet these people and they become a part of your life. Because if you have one person that drags you down, that is, they say you're an average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. And so if one of them's like really pulling you down, what's the average? It doesn't matter if all those other people. And so, but a lot of people have people that they're helping, that they're trying to motivate, and they aren't helping
building
them.
you up.
So
you want relationships that build you up, and that are positive and even spiritual as well. And I think you hit on a very key thing as we're talking about how to embark on this journey of entrepreneurship and starting a business. I call it networking that connects. And I am a blogger, I'm a writer, I'm an author. And
sounds like a bad word, doesn't it? Blogger.
I know, blogger, but I'm passionate about words because I know they last and they're meaningful and they can help people. And I consider myself to be in the helping people business and networking that connects. Now, let me say this to you ladies and gentlemen that are listening, that don't allow yourself to get nervous and shook up about networking. If you're going to be a business owner, a small business owner, and an entrepreneur, you have to get out there. You have to talk to people, and you have to talk to all kinds of people. You have to be open to building relationships. Remember earlier I said 2 important things in business is resources and relationships. And like we were saying earlier, and that's how you and I met. Robert Smith of Rocky Mountain High, he and I met networking with another company, 6 years ago. And from there, we began doing business together. Our business relationship grew, our friendship grew. And now look, I met you, an incredible woman, a businesswoman, a woman who loves the Lord, who is about what I'm about, helping people, empowering people, helping people to build, grow, and get better. And for me, I'm kind of sentimental. Entrepreneurship does, I think, make you better because it pushes you into doing things that you might not be comfortable with, like networking. Now, you might be thinking, well, who do I network with? There are local chambers, there are contractor associations, there are associations and membership that you can become a part of within your industry. Going back to the research, just do the research and find those organizations and start showing up. Meet up. MEETUP. Meetup.com.
It is not a dating website.
It's not a dating website, but it's an incredible resource for networking within your industry with groups that, I've met some incredible people, some people who have the same interests that I have in human resources and recruitment and consulting, digital marketing, these kind of things that really have helped me up my game. We're laying out right now different strategies, different tips that can help you get started. I'm going to tell you, Ann, and you and I, we were talking about this. This is the best time to get started. the best time to build a business. For those of you ladies who are listening right now, if you don't know this, the National Association of Women Business Owners is also affectionately known as NAWBO, NAWBO. I've been a member of their organization. They tell us that there are more than 11.3 million firms that are owned by women who employ nearly 9 million people, generating, you're going to love this number, 1.7 trillion in sales receipts in 2017 alone. Now, that's pretty impressive. You know what that tells us? That women are getting it done. Women are doing it. Women are building businesses, and you can too.
That is so exciting because there's like 368,000 women in business out there. And so we want to encourage you to do that. And if you want to start, so for me, networking, you know, I have two different fields, my counseling field and coaching field. So I'm in a coaching association, I'm in a Christian Counselors Association, and I'm in a Christian Women in Media Association.
Yes.
And so you want to find it, you can Google it and reach out there and find it. And I just encourage you to stay right here. Tawana's going to walk you through step by step next on what else to do for your business to take it to the next level.
Some clod hit your car, causing an ugly eyesore you can't ignore, but you don't want to have to take weeks making an insurance claim to get it fixed. Now what are you going to do? Drive around in a dented car? No! Call Eye Candy Auto Body. Eye Candy Auto Body will get rid of your scratches and dents without forcing you to use your car insurance. Finally, there's an affordable way to get rid of your sweet rides, door dings, bashed bumpers, scratches, and scrapes. Eye Candy Auto Body. Eye Candy specializes in perfect repairs for all high-end models and sports cars, but they'll fix all problems on all makes and models. No auto body job is too small. Eye Candy Auto Body promises factory perfect repairs every time. Fast completion is guaranteed on bumpers, body panels, and other paint-related repairs. Got dents? You need Eye Candy. Got dings? You need Eye Candy. Car insurance deductible out of range? You need Eye Candy. Got a teen driver? You really need Eye Candy Auto Body. Make your car perfect again. Call Melody and schedule your free estimate today. 214-924-0959. Eye Candy Auto Body, 1908 West Mockingbird Lane, Dallas. 214-924-0959. If you own your own home, you're living the American dream. But what do you do when your appliances and home systems fail? When it's 90 degrees and your AC isn't working? Don't get caught without an Amazon home warranty. Call 800-413-AMAZON. Imagine having a warranty plan that takes away the anxiety of a sudden failure of your home's major systems, like your air conditioning, water heater, plumbing, and electrical system. Amazon Home Warranty is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau and 5-star rated on Google. Call 800-413-AMAZON. An Amazon Home Warranty gives you the ultimate peace of mind with plans starting as low as $1 a day. Call 800-413-AMAZON or go to AmazonHomeProtect.com. Sign up today and save $100 off the top plus get 2 months free. Use offer code USA. Call 800-413-AMAZON or visit AmazonHomeProtect.com. Hurry, this offer ends soon. Visit AmazonHomeProtect.com. Call 800-413-AMAZON. Promo code USA. What is the Del Walmsley Radio Show?
Welcome to the Del Walmsley Radio Show, where the hype ends and the help begins. I'm your host, Del Walmsley, and as always, we're working on your financial freedom.
Listen to the Del Walmsley Radio Show Monday through Friday from 11 until noon.
It takes a whole lot more effort to get something started in your life than it does to keep it moving.
Del Walmsley has moved thousands closer to a great life. The Del Walmsley Radio Show is now on 1160 AM KBDT, Monday through Friday from 11 until noon. Listen and move toward your great life today.
I've got to admit, it's getting better, a little better, all the time.
If you'd like to get better, call Ann right now. 214-810-8255. 214-810-TALK. Now, more with Ann Beal on 1160 AM KBDT.
I just want to thank everybody. everyone who's on Facebook Live, and give a shout out to them. Thank you, Laura. It's good to see you. And Heather, thank you for being on. And you have people on your
Yes,
live.
I do.
We
Thank you.
We have 4 things going here. It's streaming to Facebook. It's streaming to YouTube. It's Facebook Live on your page.
Yes,
what is your
on
Facebook
my business
page?
page. This is Hayward Bay International. It's my Facebook business page that I'm going live.
Yeah. And mine is Getting Better with Ann Beal, or Ann Beal Getting Better. You can do any of those things. You can go Ann Beal, you'll find me. And you'll find Tawana.
Hayward Bay
we've been there a
International.
while.
Yes,
yeah, you search on us, you'll find us. So if you
Yes.
forget any of it, just, yeah. And you have such a cool name, you know.
A famous name.
A famous name.
NFL football player.
Yes.
My cousin.
Go right ahead.
Plays
Share that.
Pittsburgh Steelers. Darius Hayward Bay is my first cousin.
And it is
And
Hayward Bay.
It is Hayward Bay. HEYWARD dash BEY.
That is cool. That is cool.
It's really cool. Yeah.
So, Tawana, you have a lot of background. And we were talking on break about our mistakes that we made, and you didn't know. You're like, I don't want to pull people down. I'm like, people learn through that.
Yes.
And we want you to get better and do it better than we did it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And faster
Yes.
than we did it.
Yes.
So where do you want to start with that?
Well, I do believe in being open because we do learn from one another mistakes. And one of the things I was sharing with Ann, and I want to share this with you ladies and gentlemen as well, is I was really blessed to build a multi-million-dollar business quickly. I had contracts all over the state of Texas, outside of Texas, over 1,000 employees on my payroll. I had about 13 people working for me internally, and then the remaining employees were temporary employees. And during that time, you can just imagine some of the stress and just a lot of responsibility working with so many clients. And during that time, my marriage began to get pretty challenged. And we began to talk about going through a divorce. And of course, divorce is very painful and very challenging, but
very expensive.
And extremely expensive, especially when you're making millions of dollars. But also at the same time, I was considering and did consider to sell my business. And to make a very long story short, that acquisition and merger did not go well. It went awry, it went bad, frankly, which is why I really am passionate about helping business owners to learn and avoid the many pitfalls. Right. There are many, many pitfalls, and you never know. I love the game of spades. I love playing cards. You never know what hand you're going to be dealt because things happen. And I don't want to discourage anyone because things can happen and you can still be bold. And that's the first thing that I want to share. And we talked about this a little bit before. You could still be bold and pursuing your dream, because even though I went through the things that I went through, I had the success, but I also had the failure. I had the up, but then I know and I experienced firsthand what it's like to come back down after making millions of dollars, after winning and doing so well.
But you hear that from the most successful people out there. They'll all
Yes.
or people go, well, he went bankrupt, or he went bankrupt, or she went bankrupt. I'm like, yeah. Now we haven't gone bankrupt per se, but failure is what you learn. And
That's
failure is also what I don't call it failure, but a lot of people use that word. And I'm like,
they
fail.
do.
No, I mean, you just tweak it. I just see it as not perfect, that it had flaws. And so you tweak it and you make it better and you go again.
Exactly.
And successful people, the key is they got up and went again.
You have to get up again. You have to be determined.
You're going
to have challenges. You're going to get knocked down. But when we get knocked down, hear me, as long as you're not dead, that means you're not out. The game is still being played. You get up, you get back in the game, and you keep, I love basketball. You keep dribbling.
I was thinking of boxing, I was thinking of Ali. Yeah. So part of it is you just keep going. And
you keep going.
And the key to success is you keep going. And the more you tweak it, the better it gets. But also, because you have those problems, you're more passionate about what not to do and why not to do it.
Exactly.
And so you try to pass that on to the young people coming up or the new people.
Exactly.
And because you know the pain of it, you know the the devastation from it. And so you are very adamant, and that's where excellence comes from. You don't attain excellence because you know it all when you start. You can't possibly be excellent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that brings me to the second B, be brilliant. Now, those who know me as a coach, they know that I talk a lot about being bold. That's being confident. That's having that mindset that, yes, I know my trade. I know what I'm doing, but regardless, I can do this. I can do this. But then being brilliant. Well, what does that mean, Coach Tawana? Being brilliant. Okay, so being brilliant means that if you're lacking in some things, you can go back to school. I know that's what I did.
And you are still. You win again.
I win again.
Keep learning.
You keep learning. I'm with the University of Phoenix working on another degree. But then also you get a coach. You get a mentor, which I am. And this coach Tawana, because of my experiences, I spent a year creating a digital online institute, Hayward Bay Institute, because I want to help others be brilliant, have this knowledge. We were talking about this as we were going into break. Knowledge is power.
And I didn't have you on just to be theoretical, guys.
No.
I had her on because she can help you so much. Now, I'm a life coach too, right?
Yep.
But I specialize with blended families. I grew up in a blended family, and I speak all over the world on blended families. And so I am a blended family coach and a family coach.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my husband's a relationship coach, and especially for men and marriage.
Right.
And you are a business coach.
I'm a business coach and consultant. That's what I do.
And so part of it is when you're looking for someone, I suggest, because I know a lot of people, and I suggest Tawana to help you, and that's why to start your business or take your business to the next level. And I actually recommend it for men and women.
Yes.
Let me just say, but this is the time for women, and we've talked about that.
Yes. Yes.
And not because of the Me Too movement, law, but because that women need to be that way, and women need to step up and not let anybody pull them down. And no matter what happens to them, because we've all had stuff happen to us, you can't let it keep you down.
You cannot. You cannot. And if you look around, I mean, you can see it everywhere. You can see it on social media. You can see it in movies. There are so many examples of where women are really rising up, going back to school. They're taking care of their family. They're working a couple of jobs at the same time. They're embarking on their dream lifestyle while taking care of their family. And it can be done. It can be done. And so I really want to encourage ladies, that you can do it. You can be bold, you can be brilliant, and you can be beautiful. Okay, so what
and feminine is beautiful. Right?
Feminine is beautiful.
And being strong and being feminine, being confident. And let me just say, when I said that about the Me Too movement, okay, let me just say, I didn't mean it like that. I just thought about that. That didn't sound right. It's just that parading down with vagina hats on your head is not the answer to be empowered.
No.
That is not how you get empowered. Go walking in a parade.
No.
Okay. You want it for yourself. I'm talking about not general stuff. You want to take that time.
Right.
Turn off the TV. That's my opinion. Turn off the news, because all it does is distract you, get you angry, get you mad. And look at your own life and make it better.
Make it better. And that's where the beautiful comes in, because beautiful, I define beautiful as self-care. We take care of ourselves. There's a method to my madness with everything. There really is.
You're so methodical, and you digitize it, and you put it out there.
And that might be the ministry side of me, because I did spend 10 years working in a full-time ministry as an ordained.
What did you do there?
I was an ordained minister.
But with the writing and everything, you're incredible.
Oh,
that
and
way
this
to
is
take away, because so many people, and I had people telling me for a long time, you need to write. So I wrote articles, and I wrote for Dr. Meredith, and I spoke all over the world, but a book, but you have constantly along the way taken it and written it down, and put it out there for people, and made a business out of it, because you've done that. And that's the key.
Yeah.
And so watching you, I'm like, Tawana, you're so fantastic. I got to get you on.
Oh.
You've got to, and you don't need me per se, because you're on a lot of places, but I'm glad that you're here for the listeners on 1160 AM KBDT.
Oh, me too.
And that you joined Getting Better, and you're part of our team.
Absolutely.
And so if you want to reach out to her, you can always call here. you can call her. You can reach out on her website, and
Yes,
that is
you can.
Tawana Hayward Bay International.
So the
No,
website
Hayward Bay.
is Hayward Bay
Bay
International. I really try to keep it a little bit simple for
Branding.
people. So it's www.Hayward Bay International. And on my website, you can set up a free time with me, consultation. You can also click on courses, because I have all kinds of courses, and I'll talk a little bit about that in a moment. But you can schedule some time with me, and we can talk about what course is best for you, where you're at, because everybody's in a different place. And what I might recommend for Ann is going to be different for the next person. And so you can schedule some time with me. I have a free ebook that you can download.
Which I did that.
Oh my gosh, there is full of content, full of information on 6 strategies of how you can grow a business right now with the resources that you already have in place. You'd be surprised with what you can do to get started and not be spending a lot of money to get started. See, when I got started, I bootstrapped. I'm pretty
for it, actually.
It really is. I mean, I was aggressive, and I cashed in some retirement money, and I got busy, and of course, I got a return on my investment. We call that a ROI, but it's going to be different for everyone, and I want to be able to talk to you about that for free. Well, because I can help you that way.
Yeah,
that's how you get help.
The key is being willing to spend some money up front. However, you can do that. You know what I mean? And that, if you start small, then you can build it as you go.
Yes,
right.
Absolutely.
And if you have it where you can do that and get your retirement money or anything like that, you can do it that way. And that's what you help with, right?
I do.
I think it's important that people realize they do need other people to help them, and I think that you and I've learned that along the way. And
absolutely.
I had all these people around me since I was young. I had just working for Ross and all the things that we have. I've had people around me all the time, and I watched Dr. Frank Minirth, who was a world-renowned psychiatrist that I interned with, and he taught me everything about TV and radio and counseling and running a practice. But what I didn't think to ask him, right? I didn't know to ask him details about how the business actually worked, how the legal side actually worked. I saw some problems along the way with him, but I didn't even really know how he got out of them. He always got out of them. And so there were so many questions that I wish I could have asked before he passed away, and he died suddenly. And he was just such a great mentor. So I got a new mentor, right? So I immediately thought, oh my gosh, who does he have mentor him? Who does he turn to? And I went to them. And even some of the greatest people in the world, they all meet with other people in the same business. They even have CEOs have a support group with all CEOs. And you look at even C.S. Lewis met with the Lord of the Rings person. They all met. There were like 4 of them that met together.
They met together
and got advice all the time. And so we want to encourage you, don't do it alone, because alone you do not know everything and you make mistakes. So
I do believe in the concept, and it's biblical, that 2 are better than 1.
And the Lord will help you launch your business, and that's part of Flywheel by Alex Kendrick, who I'm going to have on the show. He produced and directed War Room. I love him. Flywheel really changed my life when it came out. It was quite a while ago that it came out. And he was a car dealer, and it was about him giving it to the Lord and really trusting him, which is not easy.
It's not.
It's not easy, because there's so many ways to cheat. There's so many ways to kind of slip by the IRS, all this kind of stuff.
It is.
And he chose to, if you think of a car dealer, car salesman, he was a car salesman. And you think of all the things that car salesmen are like. And he chose not to be that way, to be honest and ethical and open and help people.
So you're reminding me of a point that I think is important to make at this point. Don't cut corners in this process. Going into business, starting a business, launching a business is a process. You want to not cut corners, trust the process. There is one. Learn what it is.
And if you get a chance, get Flywheel, the movie by Alex Kendrick, and check it out. It'll change your business life and your mindset.
Oh, yes. Well, we can say a lot about mindset. Hang on, stay with us.
We got
Don't
5
go anywhere.
more minutes when you come back, and it's very important to your business. So come right back here, and we'll give you all the information and a discount.
Oh, a big one. Try 20%.
Life Solutions Coaching and Counseling in Hazlet, Texas is a full
will meet or beat any price on a pre-engineered steel built.
To admit it's getting better, a little better all the time.
You're getting better all the time. Now back to Ann Beal on 1160 AM KBDT.
Welcome back. So if you stayed here, which we hope that you did, we want to start off with talking about the discount that Tawana is going to give you if you would like to join with her. Tawana Bay, or sorry, I'm getting it right, haywardbayinternational.com.
Yes.
What's the discount?
Okay, so this is what we have for you. As I shared a little bit earlier, I launched the Online Institute. This institute is a BYB, Building Your Business Premium Mastermind Coaching Program. I am a coach, and in this program, I have 8 modules. 8 modules. These modules outline that process. Remember, I said trust the process. there is a process in business. Don't let anybody ever tell you that there isn't, because there is. There's those first things first. In every module, we go through that process. The first module, for an example, is startup to build up. How do you start a business? How do you launch a business? What are the traits of entrepreneurship? Am I really an entrepreneur? What kind of mindset should I have? The fundamentals.
And the mindset is so important.
The mindset is everything, because guess what? You're going to have those up days, down days. And do you know there are two kinds of mindsets, a growth one and a fixed? Oh, I get deep into what that is and how it works and how you stay on the growth side as an entrepreneur and you keep moving forward. Then we get into how to structure your business. Well, Coach Tawana, what does it mean to structure a business? Should I be a sole proprietor? Should I be incorporated? Should I have an LLC? What is an LLC? And then we get into so many other things like your business plan, finances, licensing. Should you have a license depending on your industry?
Yeah, that's
good
real
question. It's real important to know. So every module is designed for where you are in the process of starting a business, launching a business, or hey, maybe you want to come back into starting over again because maybe you weren't successful the first time around. And so you want to start again. I help you with all of that in every module. And I'm offering a 20% discount off of the price.
If you just mentioned.
Yes, if you just mentioned that you were participating in this show, you tuned in, you heard it here on the Ann Beal Getting Better show.
Yes.
We're going to give you 20% off and you get to work directly with me. And guess what? I have a team. I have a team of expert coaches. We have a private Facebook group. We have coaching and training calls. We offer a lot. I have seminars that are audio. We have webinars through Zoom. You get to participate and you get to learn and you get to grow. And I walk you through every step. My team, we walk you through every step.
Now, even if you want to start a nonprofit, like that's part of what you help
That's
with.
module number 3.
Yes. Because it's confusing to know. So I looked into that because I wasn't sure. And that's where I went and got help. And I was saying, do I do a nonprofit? Because some counseling centers do a nonprofit.
Absolutely.
With the radio show and TV show. And
yes.
I just needed to know, was that what I needed to do? Right. And I actually ended up finding out for radio, that would be something I want to do. And I think that part of, that when I had Living Well with Ann Beal on iHeart and Voice America, part of it is I wanted you to know really how to live well, well. And when you are starting a business, you can work so much just to stay even on paying your bills. And you can get caught up. And when you do that and you're working all the time, the days roll by, the weeks roll by, the years roll by. And your life rolls by. And I just had a friend who passed away the other day at 55. I mean, she's died suddenly. She just had she had pneumonia, but walking pneumonia. And her daughter said she just got up and fell down and died. And I tell you what, I just thought, oh my gosh, she worked so hard for so long. And I think that, part of it is realizing you want to be more successful than that. You want to make it easier on yourself for your time and your money. And that's what we want to encourage you to do. Tawana, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. Oh, it's always wonderful being with you. Awesome seeing you and just being able to talk with your listeners today about entrepreneurship, getting started. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me.
You are so welcome. I love you so much. And guys, just know that watching the show, listening to the show on Facebook, we're going to have so many people on to just help you get better and better and better. And it helps your mindset. That's 30 seconds. Thank you. I'm learning all the signs and signals. And so that all these people, the Venom Brothers, the Mike Huckabee, all the different people that I'm going to have on are to just help you be better and get better. So just tune in next time. Listen every Saturday at 12 and tomorrow at 5, today at 5 p.m. and tomorrow at 7 is Dr. Wallach on here.